This is Steve, and I'm here with Allen County Commissioner Nelson Peters.
Hi, Steve. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good. It's a great day.
Yeah. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
We wanted to talk a little bit about the Patient Safety Bill,
Right.
which has been introduced to the legislative body, the Allen County Commissioners.
Right.
What's the Patient Safety Bill about?
Patient Safety Bill has really evolved from about 2 years ago when it was brought in with a very, very narrow focus. We entertained the Patient Safety Bill at a hearing in August of 2008, and because of the focus, we decided perhaps to expand the procedures that patient safety involved in this community. So the focus grew to include things like LASIK surgery and liposuction and things like that. We've sought comment throughout the entire process, which has really gotten us to this point. On Friday, it's likely that we will indeed vote on a patient safety bill. The patient safety bill, as it stands right now, will really necessitate that itinerant medical care providers, those physicians coming in from out of town, have backup, 24/7 backup, including phone numbers where they can be contacted, as well as where their designee may be contacted. The purpose of that was really to increase the quality of care in this community. Right now, medical care in northeastern Indiana is second to none. I mean, just witnessed by the proliferation of Parkview Hospital and the things that Lutheran's been doing, and what St. Joe and the other DuPont, what the other hospitals are doing. And where we, I think, have fallen short is on the itinerant medical care field. We have doctors coming in from Toledo, as an example, doing LASIK surgery, leaving patients blind on the table only to return to Toledo. We've got physicians that are coming in from out of the state to do liposuction, as an example, leaving individuals disfigured on the table only to return to the state that they came from. These individuals, these patients, ultimately end up in the emergency room. And the emergency room doctors really don't have any idea as to how to treat these folks because they don't know the procedure that's been performed up to this point. So in the name of tracking these complications, providing peer review, and providing for follow-up care, we will be voting on this bill on this coming Friday.
It also includes abortions.
Abortions are a procedure that is covered under here.
Sure.
And when I talked about the narrow focus that really precipitated the entire thing here, that was really what the focus was. But in the process of understanding medical care in this community, what was happening out there, we realized that it's more than just abortion. It includes a number of procedures that are happening out in this community.
Mm-hmm. Have other communities kind of dealt with this issue? Is this modeled on maybe something that we've seen somewhere else?
It really hasn't. I mean, you know, I'll be candid. We started down this track based on some things that Du Bois and Vanderburgh County were doing that was specific to the abortion issue. But as I've suggested, as we moved through it, we saw that, yeah, abortion was a problem, but so were some of the other things that were happening in this community. So it really was an awakening as we pursued the due diligence with respect to improving the medical care in this community, to realize that there were a number of things out there that were occurring. You know, Steve, it's ultimately my hope that the General Assembly will look upon what's being done here and say, well, okay, you've got Du Bois County over here, you've got Vanderburgh County over here, Allen County has expanded the patient safety bill to include a number of other procedures, but we at the state level, I'm hoping legislators say, need to make sure that we can corral the current counties who have done this and any potential other counties who might join their bandwagon. So what I'm hoping is at the end of the day that the General Assembly comes back and decides that they can do something that would be on a statewide basis that would eliminate the rules that have been made locally, and that we've got one policy throughout the state that can be administered by the Indiana State Licensing Board.
And this is something that has been worked on with quite a few different groups in the community.
It really has. We've talked to a number of lawyers. We've talked to people from Allen County Right to Life, as well as Planned Parenthood. We've talked with a number of doctors who have come to the table, who have indicated that there really is a need for something like this in this community. I think we've gotten many of the players on board at this particular point. We've had a vast array of doctors who have come to the table to talk about the various procedures in their specific specialties that this type of a bill would help. So I'm comfortable that we are really improving the quality in an already good medical care atmosphere.
Sure. And so this Friday, tomorrow,
Yeah,
perhaps a vote.
right.
Okay.
The commissioners' normal legislative meeting begins at 10 o'clock, on April 2nd. At 10 o'clock or soon thereafter, we hope to have a vote on this ordinance.
Okay.